Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we are going to be talking about Sherlotta with her upcoming LD weapon and rework. We also got information on Selphie, who is going to be getting her crystal level 90, and she is getting a small rework as well. But the main thing is going to be talking about Sherlotta, because Sherlotta's actually getting something pretty nasty in my opinion. And I think Sherlotta is going to be, once again, a legend in Opera Omnia. Because if y'all don't remember, Sherlotta used to be the GOAT in the Chaos era in Opera Omnia. Was it Chaos or Cosmo? No, it was definitely Chaos. So, with that being said, as always, if you guys do enjoy the video, consider liking the video and subscribing for future Opera Omnia content. And shout out to Cruz for the translations for this video that we're going to read off of and talk about as we go through it all. So, first things first, we're going to look at the base version of Sherlotta's LD ability, which is called Crystal Ray. So what it does is that it reduces all targets' current brave by 100%. It sets their brave to 0, and this excludes broken targets. It increases the party's brave by 80% of the max brave. It allows for 150% gained max brave overflow. It deals full HP damage to all targets based on stored Relic Staff value. Now this Relic Staff is an overhead that Sherlotta is going to be getting. It does not consume brave, and it resets the Relic Staff value to 0. And then it follows by another AoE HP attack that deals full HP damage to all targets, and it grants 2 uses of the new HP attack, which is the Throw Staff. So what it was before is now pretty much being replaced by this Throw Staff on her HP attack. Now the Relic Staff, it's different to, it's a little bit different, which we'll get into here in just a bit on how exactly it works, because this could actually be taken advantage of in our... It can be pretty nasty, let's just say that. But you know, we'll get into it as we read into the details on Sherlotta. Now, with the Throw Staff is an HP attack that is granted from using her LD ability, and that's the only way to get it. It increases Brave by 30% of her max Brave, and it deals 100% HP damage based on the Relic Staff value to the target. It deals 50% HP splash damage to non-targets, followed by a 3-hit Magic Brave plus HP attack with a Brave potency of 80% per hit. It allows for 150% stolen max Brave overflow, and it deals 50% splash damage to non-targets, and then it returns to the previous HP attack when the uses expire. Now, if you take a look at the limit breaks, you're going to see at 1 out of 3, whenever you use Crystal Ray, she gains Brave gains up to 30%. The party gets 20% attack up, 10% max Brave up. At 2 out of 3, you get an additional usage of the Throw Staff, so now you get a max usage of 3. And then at full realize, not full realize, but I guess fully realized or maxed out, whatever, you get an additional use to her LD ability, so you have a max usage of 3. Whenever you use her LD weapon or passive, or when the LD weapon or passive is equipped, it grants Sherlotta access to the Relic Staff special effect, which is the overhead. So the Relic Staff, what it does is that the party gets an increase on stolen max Brave overflow up by 20% and gained max Brave overflow up, and party Brave gains up by 20%. Now the Relic Staff value increases as Brave is recovered to Sherlotta. Think about that. So not only is the amount of Brave that she recovers, but technically she could actually get some help with that. And so when you look at characters that is able to help recover Brave, like take example like say Furion with his BT effect, or even Steiner, who just got his LD ability today with his pretty strong LD buff that he just got, which I will be making a video about that, because I think some people are really actually doubting what he does. He actually did get a pretty powerful mechanic in my opinion. But Steiner with his buff and the amount of Brave regen, Brave battery that he is now providing to the party, could actually be a big plus to Sherlotta, and this will actually help increase her relic staff value. So it is limited to 2 of Sherlotta's obtainable / held brave cap. The relic staff value is used for the HP damage dealt with a crystal ray, which is an LD ability, and the throw staff. So this does not apply to her skill 1 or her skill 2, which her skill 2 does damage, her skill 1 does not. And the value resets after she uses her crystal ray. So it's pretty interesting. And the thing is, though, like, the value could potentially go up, because if you combine her with certain units, like take example Ramza, who just got his BT plus, and the crazy like brave caps that he is now providing with his BT plus, he could actually be another big plus to Sherlotta, and Sherlotta could potentially be dealing some crazy high damage. And I'm talking about, I'm not talking about like no 100k or anything like that. I'm talking about possible 200 to 300k, maybe higher than that, just maybe, you know, just depending on team comps, call abilities, just like stuff like that. I was talking to Cruz before I recorded this video, and we were trying to like think about like the possibilities of what you could actually do with our Sherlotta and her LD ability and her relic staff, or her throw staff, excuse me. And like the possibilities are they're not endless, but like with the characters that we have now in JP, and with like the whole like the what you call it, the brave cap ups, right? The possibility of being able to push beyond the max brave, the overflow limit, and stuff like that, you know, to help Sherlotta out, to be able to dish out even more damage, way past than what she can already do. I mean, it is very much possible for Sherlotta to be doing some insane damage, and I cannot wait to get my hands on her LD weapon and do some stupid showcases with her and show off how good of a character she is going to be once again. Now, there's also going to be one other thing that I do want to focus on with her, because there's also another thing that they changed up on Sherlotta, which I actually do appreciate Square Enix for them doing this for her, because it was the one thing that really hurt her, in my opinion, really hurt her, because like it was her only way, or like one of 2 ways of her to do damage, which we'll get into here in just a bit. So if we keep going on, her LD extension, whenever you use a crystal ray, after you use it, she increases the crystal generation, which is a skill 2, by 1. So yes, she has the ability to recover her skill 2 now. That is the other thing that I really appreciate. That is what literally I just mentioned. That is the thing that I really appreciate Square Enix that they did for her. You can now recover her skill 2, which is great. Because whenever you use the skill 2, like the amount of damage that you were able to do based on the amount of brave that everybody had on the party, like Sherlotta could have potentially be doing some crazy amount of damage based on the amount of brave that everybody had in the party, and the amount that she batteried before she did her HP attack. So now, having the ability to recover her skill 2 3 times from her LD ability is a big plus, in my opinion. She also gets an improvement to her relic staff. The max stored value increases to 3 times of Sherlotta's obtainable / held brave cap, which is great, because again, that will mean that she will be able to do much more damage with her throw staff, which is great, and her LD ability. And she also adds a party brave damage up by 40%. Now for her crystal level 90, her EX extension, at the start of quest, she gets a 80% brave damage up and a 40% brave gain up, a 40% stolen max brave overflow up, and a 40% gained max brave overflow up. And she also extends the light of creation to 6 turns. When she uses her EX ability, she increases the brave gain to 80% of her max brave. She allows for 150% gained max brave overflow. She extends the lights of creation by 2 turns. Freaking awesome. And she increases the crystal generation, her skill 2, another way to recover her skill 2, by 1. I mean, they are. I mean, they're spoiling me. Square Enix is spoiling me. They really are. Like, I loved Sherlotta, like, during the Chaos era. I really did. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about Sherlotta, but like, I really, really appreciated her as a character. Like, she was definitely one of like my top 10 characters for me to use like during the Chaos era. Definitely one of my top 5. And like the fact that she is getting so much love now, in the Crystal Level 90 area, Square Enix is spoiling the hell out of me. Whenever she is using Relic Staff Plus, she now deals 50% splash damage to non-targets, and she extends the Light of Rejection by 1 turn, which is the debuff, if I'm not mistaken, that goes on the enemies whenever you use her Relic Staff Plus. Now for her rework. Her skill 1 increases the Brave gain to the party based on 50% of her attack. So originally it was 30%. Now they increase it by 50%. So now it is based on 80%, and this will include with the weapon. So you gotta have like the weapon passive equipped. Her skill 2 passive increases Brave gain to the party based on 200%, and this will include the weapon passive included. 200% of her attack, and it also allows for 120% gain overflow for the entire party. Now for C65, whenever you use All Brave Rejuvenate, it increases the party Brave gain to 50% of the max Brave, and it allows for 120% gain max Brave overflow. It also grants the All Brave Rejuvenate A for 5 turns, and that grants the party Brave gains up to 10% and gained max Brave overflow up by 10%. So I am very much happy. Like, I'm very excited, and I cannot wait. I'm probably going to use gems on Sherlotta. I really am, because like I said, I just feel so spoiled with what they gave Sherlotta. I cannot wait until that banner drops tomorrow night and I start throwing showcases and to demonstrate the power that I feel so confident that Sherlotta's about to have with her rework and her LD ability. I really cannot wait. Now for Selphie, let's go over here and talk about Selphie. So for Selphie, her EX extension at the start of the quest, she gains, or they added her, they gave her, or added, whatever, a 80% Brave gain up and 80% stolen and gained max Brave overflow up. Whenever she uses Aura, she increases the party's Brave gain to 100% of their max Brave. Nice. And it allows for 250% gained max Brave overflow. Very nice. Whenever you use HP attack plus, it triggers the HP attack before Brave gains. Nice. And it increases Brave gain to 100% of max Brave. It improves the Garden Festival Committee leader, which adds a HP damage up 20% and adds a self-granted Brave gains up by 20%. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Oh, okay. I like okay. I like that. That's actually pretty solid. Nice. Her C65, she got an additional use. Nice. So now she has 2 additional uses on her C65. Oh, excuse me, 2 uses on her C65. Let me correct myself. And then whenever you use her ability recovery, she grants the ability recovery A for 7 turns. Ability recovery A, the party gains 10% Brave gains up and 10% gained overflow up. Her skill 1 passive increases Brave gain to the party based on 100%, and this will include the weapon passive of the 100% of the max Brave. And then the LD extension is now an AoE HP attack based on the party's total current Brave becomes 3 times. Wait. So originally it was 1. So the AoE HP attack is based on the party's total current Brave becomes 3 times. Oh. So that means the LD ability is about to be stronger. I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, that's fine by me. I mean, hey, go. You know what's going on? Go right ahead. Keep spoiling me. I'm fine with it. It extends the Rapture debuff by 2 actions, now being 6 actions. Nice. The Rapture debuff duration no longer decreases when taking damage. Disclaimer regarding the last part: this effect was removed in this data update. It could simply be a mistake, so take this with a grain of salt until official material is released. So yes, like I said, and I should have said this at the beginning of the video. I completely forgot to add this at the beginning of the video, seeing as how this information was data mined, but because of me being overly excited for Sherlotta, yes, since this stuff is data mined, I do want to throw a disclaimer out there that because the stuff is data mined, things could potentially change once the official data does come out. I should have added this at the beginning of the video. I can't believe I forgot. So yes. Since this stuff is data mined, I do want to let everybody know that, you know, some of this stuff may or may not change. Of course, since this is early information, so once the actual information is released, if I do see any changes, or if there is any changes to any of the stuff that I am reading, I will let you guys know in a community post, so that way you guys will know, and you won't be surprised to come back to this video and be like, hey, you said this and now it's completely different. So that is my late disclaimer, and I apologize for not saying that at the beginning of this video. damn my excitement. So anyways, let's continue. Now, Rapture with the LD extension rework. It reduces all targets brave by 100%, and that excludes broken targets. It increases the brave to the party by 100% of the own max brave. It allows for 180% gained max brave overflow, and now deals 3 HP damage, 3 times HP damage by 100% of the party's total current brave. Does not consume brave, and it delays all enemies by 2 turns, and it initiates a knockback. It grants the Operation Love, Friendship, and Courage for 14 turns, and it inflicts Rapture for 6 turns. The Drain, and this includes the Skill 1 extended. Actually, I think we just read all this. But we'll go over it again just to be on a... Oh, no, I think he just told me. If you wanted to show the... Oh, okay, yeah, this is what we just read, but I guess if you guys want to pause the video and, like, look over this, just so you know exactly like what it is I was talking about with some of the stuff that I just read here, you guys are more than welcome to. But this is like the full description of the rework for the skills and the LD extension that got reworked as well. So this is the LD extension. So if you want to pause the video and take a read at this, so I will leave it there for 3 seconds. All right, and then we shall go to skill 1. Leave it there for 3 seconds. And then this is her HP attack plus, and her aura, which is her skill 2. But yeah, I mean, some pretty interesting stuff with Selphie. They changed up, they added, and they did change a few things with her kit as well. You know, they made it's. With all these recent changes that they have been doing to characters, it's kind of crazy how some of these characters are becoming like stronger and stronger, you know. And like, is it early for me to say that a new difficulty might be coming to JP Opera Amia here in like very soon, or like is there a new style of gameplay possibly coming to JP, and this is the reason why they give that's like spoiling us with all of this like crazy amounts of damage? I don't know. It's hard to say because like with all of these like crazy changes and whatnot, like it makes me wonder, like what's gonna be coming to JP's here soon. So, but yeah, no, I'm very excited for Sherlotta. I'm very excited for Selphie. Like with both of their upcoming changes, Sherlotta with her LD weapon. Like I can't wait. I really cannot wait. I wish tomorrow night would get here faster because I really want to try out both of these characters, especially Sherlotta. I cannot wait. But you guys, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about both of these 2 characters after hearing what I have been talking about, reading off of, and so on and so forth. And again, a shout out to Cruz, and once again, for the apologies for the late disclaimer. And once again, you know, things may change you know, from what I have read in this video, and from what will be released once the actual information gets released super late tomorrow night, and into like the actual release of the characters' weapons and so on and so forth. There won't be any event attached to this. It's just going to be like a banner as part of the summer campaign that's going on in JP. So just in case anybody is curious about that. So but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and if you did enjoy it, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video.